Bet y'all wasn't expecting that, was you?
No, sir.
No. Thought I'd try something a little different today. What's going on, people? What is going on? As you already know, this is Thursday night, which comes down with to the 6-man combo with your man 6-man K Styles. Psst. Psst. I have a guy right here. As y'all already know his name. He is the mad scientist. He is the enemy of the state. Man, Mike, sports. As you already know, man, I got one question. I have one question for you, Mike. I got one question before we start the show.
Oh yeah.
Why the hell is they treating this damn schedule release like it's a damn movie trailer for some blockbuster coming up?
I don't freaking know. I really don't know. I really don't understand it.
I'm supposed to compete with that. Ain't this about a bitch?
All right, good gracious.
But as you already know, before we go ahead and start any show, we got 3 special words that we always start off with. And you already know what that is. And what is that, Mike? It is the
real roll
call. And today's roll call is going to be very special today because I see a couple names in here I haven't seen in a while. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing crack-a-lacking. And today's roll call is going to be started off by Joseph Thornton, Bubba Gump, Pat Norris, Kenneth Lewis, Jonathan Bell, David Breland. We got YMOF Jamal, Tev Sports and Gaming, Nathan Floyd, R. Smith L. He said he finally caught alive. Appreciate you joining in, man. We got Jerry Bowie. We got Lowski. We got Michael Walker, the other Michael Walker in here.
Oh, yeah.
We got Isaac Crimes, and we got Asia Green in the building. Yeah, that is Hey.
Hi. Hi, girl.
You better recognize.
I'm talking about the Saints, okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm talking about the Saints.
We got Saint 15. We got shouts out to Ricondo. What's up? Hey, look, I got this. Oh, you don't know. No, what's going on? No, come on.
Hey, just come on. Hey, right.
Hey, what's up? I want y'all to be somebody special. Come on. No, you gotta come in here. Hey, look, we got
that's Mike over there.
That's Mike right here.
Watching y'all shows, man. Y'all doing a good job.
Hey, that's Pops right there. Now, y'all see where I get this from, right? I'll with you later. Hey, man, y'all see that, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. Hey, we got Ricondo, a real Falcon fan. We got Chantel Knight. We got the homie Noah. And like I said, hey, props up to Noah and Trey for the breakdown last night as far as the scheduling and the statistics on Deion Jones. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out on Mad Mike Sports. We got Marvin Johnson and D. Coleman. And I'm going to let y'all know the green screen is coming back soon. So right now, this is the experimental side of the game.
Ooh, yeah. Good God.
Boy, I wasn't expecting that. But, you know,
hey,
like you said,
that's what makes our show. Unexpected. The unexpected always happens.
But as you know, Mike, what you got for the people? What we got for them? Man?
Look,
what you want to talk about?
Out the way real quick? Can I get that out of the way,
man? What you got?
Just real quick. Because
there you go.
I've been getting a lot of I was just say I'm just seeing a lot of this. I see it on Jude channel, I see it on Kev channel, I see it on Smitty channel, I see it all over the place. I see it on Twitter, I see it in our Facebook groups, I see it everywhere. And it's something that really irritates me because it's just not how I get down. Right? It's not how real Falcons fans get down. Okay. But I have to say this. I have to say this because we talking about people that are actually in their feelings because we actually have good things to say. Okay, you're actually upset or
Upset
because we are positive and actually think these guys can do a pretty good job. We got a lot of negativity and we got a lot of people saying that I don't know why y'all even I don't know why you even making videos about making the playoffs. I don't know why you making videos about Desmond Ridder, what he can do to be a quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. And my thing is what kind of freaking attitude is that? And we're supposed to respect y'all as you're supposed to be a real Falcon fan. You're supposed to be a real fan. First of all, the word fan derives from a word. Okay, I hope I got the right one.
Oh Lord, no,
I got some. All right, the
boy,
word
is you bringing out?
Oh yeah. We gonna get down to the nitty gritty because we got people they false claiming. All right, hey, it's like Bloods and Crips over here, bro. Like you either positive, you negative. Ain't no half stepping. All right, so we'll get down to the word what fanatic means. Okay, and a person that filled with excessive, and single-minded zeal, especially for an extreme religious or political cause. Okay, fanatic. Right? The opposite is being moderate. So if you're a moderate fan and you're not supportive of if you're not a fan, and we're gonna get to the supporter part, about to get to that supporter part, right? This is another one. Supportive, providing encouragement and emotional help. The staff are currently supportive of each other, encouraging, caring, sympathetic, reassuring, understanding, concerned, helpful, nurturing, sensitive, protective, benevolent, kind, kindly, maternal, paternal, in favor, approving, pro, on the side of. All right? On the side of it. Not any of those definitions, whether it's supportive or fanatic, says you have stepping. Or you're trying to be quote unquote real. I'm a real Falcon fan. You can't be a real Falcon fan if you have stepping. All right. So what we do over here, okay? What we do over here, we make videos and we are positive. We try to make sure that we see every opportunity, or we help you guys see every opportunity that could quite possibly happen. We know what could and what has happened when you talk about the history of quarterbacks, wide receivers, pretty much every position in the league. I mean, how many times have we gone over the quarterback history as far as like how many quarterbacks actually succeed? How many times have we been through that? It's less than 12% in the last 15 years of quarterbacks that have been drafted that have actually been a starter. So we know what can go wrong. But Falcons fans, what we're doing, right? Yeah, we're going to make, because we got ESPN. We got Fox. I don't remember them saying anything positive about the Atlanta Falcons. In fact, when was the last time you heard anything positive about the Bulldogs, the Braves? These guys are champions. They don't want to talk negative. So what we do over here, about being positive. So if you don't like us making videos about why you making playoffs or why we're saying this about, Desmond Ridder, because like I said, Kev, I know you saw it too. Mm-hmm. I know you saw people talking about whether or not Desmond Ritter, he's gonna be a bust. I don't know why you doing that. He's gonna be a bust. Malik Willis, he's the Hall of Famer. He's the bona fide Hall of Famer. Like, come on, bro. We ain't even give these guys a chance. So that's I had to get that off. That's my little mini rant.
Well, this boy that came up with the dictionary, the synonyms, the acronyms, all the M's and everything. And bruh, and you made a good point about it too, Mike. Is like you see the Atlanta sports don't ever make it to the media in a positive light, but it's always shown in a negative light. And it doesn't really surprise me because it just derives from the city itself as it being a city of growth and stuff. But kind of getting to what you're saying about the fanatic part, I want you to bring the fanatic back up. So we forgot to read up some of the synonyms for fanatic. Let's see, going back, it says zealot, extremist, militant, devotee, sectarian, bigot, chauvinist, partisan, radical, diehard, ultra, visionary, maniac, crank, freak, wackadoo, wackadoodle.
And the complete opposite. They don't say anything about being moderate. As is the opposite of that is moderate. The complete opposite. Right. So you either and the word that I really get out of it is extremist and devotee. Those are the two words that stand out to me.
Right. So we can pull that back down. So yeah, moderate. If you want to for the K Styles way of saying moderate, that means you're half-assed.
Right.
You're half-assing. So you can't say I'm a fan, but then I'm only going to root for this team when they're winning. I'm going to dismiss them when they're losing.
Yeah. Yeah, we only going to win 5 games, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. That's not being a fan, Pippin. Sorry to tell you.
Pippin, that. Well, when they say pimping ain't easy, brother, shit ain't easy, but goddamn it, I'm not. But I want to, but like as Mike had his little 10-minute rant, I want to, before we get to the main topic, I want to speak on something. I want to speak on this so-called aspect of what most people don't really talk about, but you've heard us talk about on a daily, and that is special teams. Actually, that's almost a cryptonic type of word because it's like, why the fuck do we care about special teams?
Right.
Like, do you know what special teams consist of?
I think it's 3 dynamics of special teams. 3 dynamics of special teams: kicking, punting, and returning. Well, 4. You gotta have a special team that actually knows how to hold the ball and the long snapper. Like, so it's 4 dynamics of special teams. If you want to say more than that, gunner and all that type of stuff, like you can say about 4 to 5 aspects of special teams.
Yeah, because my definition of special teams, it comes down to that too, but it's all about field position. Marquis said it here in the in the chat right here. We literally see special teams destroy the Falcons for the last couple of years.
I mean, we destroyed one team too. Last year, special teams in the playoffs. We saw it.
Right. Hands team. You got to have a punter that's be able to field position. This is why Thomas Morstead was so important to this team last year, because not only was he flipping field position, but he was getting hang time to the point where guys was not returning punts. We saw Cam Neasy. Cam Neasy get cut for having one of the worst punting games against Tampa Bay to where that literally
terrible. Yeah.
That literally led to Tampa Bay scoring 2 touchdowns with the Falcons defense defending from their own 35-yard line.
Yep. Special teams is really important. I think it's one of the most important aspects of football.
Look, we saw it in the playoffs last year. Green Bay lost the game because the motherfucking 49ers blocked a punt and scored.
Yep. They played.
We saw the Minnesota. We saw the Minnesota Vikings a few years ago literally lose to the Seattle Seahawks on 2 chip shot field goals that could have took them through to the playoffs.
Yep.
We saw the Giants lose a game against the Eagles.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we saw the Giants lose a game to the Eagles where instead of kicking away from Deshaun Jackson, not only did he kick it to Deshaun Jackson,
oh my God,
he booted that bitch so far he outkicked his own damn coverage.
Yeah.
So this is what we're talking about with special teams. There's always these little new intricacies of the game that we always like to talk about with y'all. But we have some people that kind of looks at this aspect and kind of blow dust around it. And we know they watching here because it's usually be what we call the ghost watchers. I guess you could say they running through. You guess you could say they running through the 6 with their woes, right?
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be like Lil Wayne stunting like my daddy, right?
Stunting like my daddy. Stunting like my daddy.
Stunting like my daddy. Stunting like my daddy. So, yeah. Yes. Yeah, Noah here said it right here.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The San Diego Chargers had the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense. And was dead last in league in special teams. And they went 7-9. They was the only team in NFL history to be number 1 on offense and defense and not make the playoffs. Why? Because they was getting their punts blocked every week. I think it was Mike Schaefer's was one of the worst punters in the league that year.
A lot of this stuff people just don't pay attention to until it comes down to that one kick or that one punt to get you out of trouble.
Right. Right. The Saints. As Falcon fans, we know the Saints won a game after Hurricane Katrina from a Steve Gleason block punt that gave them momentum. So, yes, special teams is very important, y'all. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they don't fucking know about a full capable team.
Right.
The greatest show on turf had Azahir Hakeem, who's damn good special teams player.
Ooh, Zahir was something.
The 2000 Baltimore Ravens had Jermaine Lewis, special teams ace. So, like I said, special teams is very important, y'all.
I mean, if we missed that kick in '98, we don't go to the Super Bowl. That's my opinion. If we know Morton Anderson, one of the greatest kickers, if not the greatest kicker of all time, he doesn't hit that kick, we're not even talking about Jesse Tucker, those guys. They're looking at them as a failure. Oh, they failed to go to the Super Bowl again.
Right. But let's go ahead and get into the main topic tonight. We kind of gave y'all a little piece of our minds here and stuff like that. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and continue to support the platforms. Subscribe to Six Man K Styles. Like, share this stream to people that may not be subscribed to it. We would definitely appreciate you on the road to 1,000. We are almost there.
Almost
there. Start hitting some things right. But let's get into the real top. Let's go ahead and get to the main topic for tonight. And this topic was actually derived from a question that I got, which was from the Nation. And shout out to the Nation for this one. He said, even though it's still early in the 2021 draft careers, could you possibly do a draft grade review of that class? Now, when we initially hit this draft class last year, we all kind of gave it a B plus to an A, which I still believe that. See, the thing about it is the reason why a lot of people saw it as a failure last year because you didn't see a lot of them play. Well, you didn't see a lot of them start. That we're just gonna say they all weren't starters. That's why you have veterans on the team for. And we're going to kind of derive it for the question is, what will this 2021 draft class be able to contribute to this team this year? And if a lot of y'all do not know, Kyle Pitts, Richie Grant, Jalen Mayfield, Drew Dahlman, Taquan Graham, Darren Hall, Antetokounmpo, Ogundeji, Avery Williams, Frank Darby. You're going to see a lot of contributions from these guys this year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you saw quite a bit of it from Kyle Pitts and Jalen Mayfield all last season. Even though Jalen Mayfield wasn't really supposed to be a starter in the first place.
Yeah. He was supposed to be, you know.
He was supposed to be Kevin McGarry's backup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I definitely look at this team that, like I said, this is where, with them having a year under this regime, you're really going to start seeing that full potential of everybody. Because let me ask y'all a question. Would y'all rather have Ogundeji or Steven Means? Exactly. Nobody said nothing. See, exactly.
Yeah.
Josh Bullock, Taquan Graham, Tyler Davidson. Exactly. Nobody said anything else about that. Darren Hall. Damn right. I'm taking that. Richie Grant. I'm taking that. And the main thing about it is it's all in competition, man. It's all in competition. They have to compete for their spot. Like I said, Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot from day one said everybody is going to compete for their spots. If you're young, you learn to work and get to that opportunity.
I mean, that's the way it could be, to be honest.
Right. And we've already seen Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts was just learning how to be an NFL tight end last year, and you saw what the fuck he did. So he's going to get better. Richie Grant is going to be poised for a better season this year. Jalen Mayfield is going to get better because, like you said, he's actually got a year under a new possession. He's going to get better. I think the only question mark right now as far as that draft class, to me, really is Drew Dahlman.
Yeah.
The center position is one of the weakest spots we have on the offense right now. It's actually weaker than the wide receiver room, and that's not good. But does that mean they can improve? Goddamn right they can. Ogundeji is going to get better. He just got to get a couple more pads. He got to get a couple moves in him. But he's already hand fighting off of their offensive lineman, so he's good. Frank Darby is really. Mm-hmm. So, what you think about that, Mike? How do you feel about last year's draft class going in this year? I'm very confident that we're going to really see the best of these guys.
Well, like personally, I'm probably the most patient and frustrating person you want to ask questions like that, because I believe in 3 years. 3 years to to grade a player. It takes about 3 years to kind of truly understand what that player is at that point. Like, you can't say after 2 years, all right, this guy gonna be a superstar. He's a bust. He's a bust. He's a bust. Like, sometimes guys take about 4 years, around that 3 to 4 year mark, to kind of find their groove. Vic Beasley kind of found his around that second year. Find out where he was around that first, the second and third year. Tack, he kind of found his around the second and third year. Took a step back, but we saw what Tack could be, and it was in the second year. But when you look at Richie Grant, we don't know what Richie Grant is, but for what I've seen, he understands this game. He's one of those guys that when you look at him, he's quick, he's decisive, and he goes gets it. The only thing I'm concerned about with Richie Grant is really his angles. He takes bad angles at times. Jalen Mayfield, I think he's already a guy that has shown what he can do and cannot do. We've seen the best out of him. We've seen the worst of him. So at this point in time, I think with him, it just becomes patience and see what he can do, with the necessary tools that we have. And I made a video about that. And somebody had some smart crap to say about that. It's like, we don't have better talent. I don't know what you talk. Of course we have better talent. All right. Did you see that roster? Do we have to bring up that shit again? Do we really have to bring up that roster from last year? And we up here questioning whether or not we got a better team. Of course we have a better team. That doesn't necessarily mean that these guys are going to be Pro Bowlers. Like, a lot of times, I don't know what you guys even looking for. Because if a guy ain't, have 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns, like, he's a bust. Like, he's not worth crap. If he doesn't have 10 sacks in the season, he's a failure. If a guy don't have 150 tackles in a year, he sucks. Like, I don't even know what people want, but they want to label guys failure because, they aren't Pro Bowlers. So a lot of times, we got to be real about things. Like, sometimes guys are supposed to be role players and not superstars. Just because you've been, drafted in the first round, you could easily be, a guy that adds that be that glue to what we already have. And this is what I was talking about with Grady Jarrett, having a guy like Jordan Davis in the middle to be that glue. A lot of times you don't need a superstar. You don't need these guys to be that. You need these guys to be good at what they're supposed to do. And this is why I brought up the Drake London. Drake London is going to allow the Falcons to be more physical. They're going to be more physical. Okay. They can't get off they couldn't get off it. So I like what I'm seeing from a lot of these guys, man. Special teams, Avery Williams, he's gonna get better, and I'm already hearing things about him. Like, he's already he didn't really want to do too much with Avery Williams last year. Arthur Smith said so. He gonna get a little bit more, but at the end of the day, man, I think this draft is about. I'm gonna say a B. I think it's about a B. If I were to give him a number, I'd say about an 85. About an 85. Because this scheme doesn't need superstars. Like a scheme like the Chiefs, they need superstars because they're gonna throw the ball deep. They're gonna use a bunch of speed. And if you don't have speed, if you have a certain athleticism, then it's gonna be tough for them to succeed. So
Right. And the main thing that you said about that is it's still all up and for improvement.
Yeah.
I seen a question here. I know somebody asked Noah about the $100 million cap space for next year. Marquise here, he said, like he said, would you spend our $100 million next year on both offense and defensive line? And kind of knowing me and Noah's kind of on the same thing. Just because you got $100 million don't mean you have to spend $100 million next season. Because if you're spending $100 million on offensive line and defensive line, that's just basically showing that you can't develop your own damn players.
Oh yeah.
Which is going to essentially put us right back in where we were. Because if you pay attention to Jacksonville, all that money they had is gone now.
Yep.
They didn't develop not one player from last year. So they had to rely on spending all that money in free agency. That money right there is good to have that $100 million. But you want to keep at least half of it for a rainy day because you don't know what the hell is out there. Because if you spend $100 million free agency, that means you're not re-signing players that may have been good to your team. Because that could potentially put you in a situation where a lot of fans say that Foye should have been the one to stay over Deion Jones, and we talk about that later. If you have an opportunity and you have money to keep a guy that's contributing like that, bam, you got the money right there. Free agency doesn't win championships, people. It's rare that it does.
Oh, yeah.
Because even if you go in free agency, you need to go for free agents that fit your team needs, that fit your team scheme. That's just like me being the Falcons. And let's just use this as a hypothetical. I'm finna go get such and such Hollywood Brown. And I'm going to spend about $60, $70 million on Hollywood Brown.
Ooh.
Knowing damn well he ain't physical enough to play in this offense. But I'm paying for the name. That's what people don't realize. That's what free agency is. You're not paying for the player. You're paying for you're paying for the next guy that's up. So you're overpaying whoever the fuck you get in free agency. Only the smart, good teams do not overpay in free agency. But yeah, like I said, my grade for last year's draft class going in this year is going to be a B. I'm going to still keep it at a B. It's a B. It's an adjustable B.
Yeah.
Adjustable B. Because like you said with Richie Grant, his angles is kind of like need to work on, but I think that he will fix that because now the game has slowed down for him now. So go ahead and get in a few of these comments. We're going to get in a few of these comments before we talk about the newest Atlanta Falcon.
Ooh.
We're going to talk about the newest Atlanta Falcon. Make You Fumble said he got us winning 8 games. I mean, that's about that. That's about right. Like I said, that's about right expectation to have. I mean, that's not saying you suck, but that just means you're improving from one game from last year. Hucklebuck 71 said, if you build it right, players will come. No need to price yourself out of the market.
Well, that's a
Now
great time.
I was about to say that's the comment right there. That right there is a damn good comment. You don't want look. I was about to say you don't want to be spending. You don't want to be spending $100,000 of the money you saved up for a car, and you still ain't got a house to live in. You staying in an extended stay with $100,000 car.
Ooh,
yeah, that don't make no goddamn sense.
No
that
sense
don't make no goddamn
all.
sense. But yeah, Devontae, he in here. He said, yeah, pay your guys you develop. We don't need to spend money on other people's trash. Exactly.
It's like going to an auction and man, people just you got a person in there that's clearly in there to drive the price up, and all you do you just 50, nope, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, nope. You got your price. I'm gonna spend $50 and that's it. And you got people that's up there like, nope, I'm not.
But it's like going to the strip club and you paying top dollar for the stripper that got bullet wounds and stab wounds and C-section scars.
And she leaves some stinking juke on that man.
And she looked like she smoked 3 packs of cigarettes before the shift started. Yeah, nah.
I
seen one of them. That shit made me leave the goddamn strip club that time.
That's
time
why I do not care for it.
Mm-hmm. And Joe Schmo here said, O-line is more about cohesion and proper play calling and talent. Talent helps, but you need the other two more in my mind. Yeah, it's a chemistry. It's all a chemistry thing, man. You like I said, if you have offensive line that's steadily there all games, not hurt, not missing plays and stuff like that, and you have that camaraderie, the offensive line plays well. But the key contributing factor is going to be that center position, because the center has to make those calls, has to recognize, okay, that's the mic right there. Oh, he's coming. He's hot. And he has to be able to communicate that with everybody else. So this is why when I dropped the video about Matt Hennessy, that's why I said this is a make or break season for him, because right now he's kind of penciled in as the starter. But if he can't improve, they're going to be looking at center next year. He's saying she going to throw that ass in a circle. Nah, she going to throw that ass in a square because her ass shaped like a damn Amazon gift box. Like, no, I'm good on that. I like round, not square. That don't happen. But yeah, okay, let's go ahead and hop into the next one. The next question is going to be the next topic is going to be. Let's go ahead and talk about. Let's talk. Hold on. Let's talk about the newest Falcon, Nick Kwiatkowski.
Nick I don't.
Kwiatkowski. Nick Kwiatkowski. God damn it, we're just gonna say Nick K. God damn it, Nick K. I'm just call him Nick K. I'm gonna get there right by the time season starts. But what do you think about this signing? And as you already know, the people are already talking about what does this mean for Deion Jones.
Well, for me personally, I don't know how many videos I can make on this. I've said this plenty of times, but anything is possible. Anything, ain't nothing guaranteed in football, period. So I'm not going to sit here and say that Dion, Eddie, Mike Walker, whomever, Rashad Evans. Most of these guys on 1 and 2 year deal. They don't have 3 to 5 years. So for me to sit back and say, all right, he's definitely not getting rid of this guy. It just isn't true. Falcons tried to get rid of Calvin Ridley, but he pulled what he pulled. They traded Matt Ryan away, so like that's definitely a sign that say, all right, nothing is guaranteed. But I will say this: I wouldn't be surprised, but it's all about depth. It's like for me, to just get rid of a guy just because you just signed him. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. If they were to do that, that just signifies that they're going to bring in a defensive lineman, like an Artis Hicks, Eddie Goldman, those guys who are still out in free agency. If you move on from Deion Jones, you're going to go after a defensive lineman to add to the rotation because let's keep it real. Deion is the elder statesman. He's the best linebacker in the core. So in order to combat that, you got to bring in a defensive lineman to protect the guys that are weak. Because Foye is not here. We don't know what Michael Walker is going to be. We don't know what Rashawn Evans could be. They got rid of Rashawn Evans, right? They let him walk. So I can't say that, that is not going to happen. But at the end of the day, if they were to move on for Deion, for me personally, I think a bigger deal is coming if they move on from Deion.
I'm going to be honest with you.
That's a hot take for me. And I don't even do hot takes, but that's a hot take.
Hey, look, we're gonna have a new sound bite here soon. I'm working on a new sound bite. We might have it coming for tomorrow. I'm trying to work on it. But yeah, what I say on this, I don't think it does anything for Deion Jones, to be honest with you. I think that's it necessarily what it shows is they're bringing in linebackers for situational purposes only. I mean, if you look at the linebacker room, let's break down the linebacker room right now. You got a Deion Jones, you got Michael Walker, you got Troy Anderson, you got Nick Kwiatkowski, you got Rashawn Evans. You got 5 Mike linebackers already.
Yeah, that's competition.
As we know about Deion Jones. Deion Jones is better in coverage. We know Rashawn Evans is better against the run. Like you said, Michael Walker right now is the unknown. Kwiatkowski, he's kind of like, I wouldn't say he's great at one thing.
He's better downhill linebacker than coverage.
So now what you're doing is you're bringing in guys that fit situational purposes that can help each other. Not only does it create competition, but it creates bodies to where you can sub guys out. Okay, just in case somebody goes down, you got a backup plan for that. This is what the Falcons' problem was. Even before last year, this was the problem. When guys got hurt, you didn't have anybody that could fill in that spot. This is why the Falcons drafted Desmond Ridder over Malik Willis.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's basically the mirror image of Marcus Mariota. So regardless of either one plays, you still getting the same style, so nothing changes. So Nick K, he's going to be he has experience in this league, so he done seen it in the coach's room. He can teach these young guys what to look for. He can teach the Nick Andersons, the Michael Walkers, the Ogun Dejis. Hell, he can even teach Lorenzo Carter. He can teach D'Angelo Malone on what to see as far as, okay, what is your preparation like?
Oh, yeah.
So, as worrisome as people may say this about Deion Jones, I'm not worried at all.
Oh, this deeper than Nino Brown. This deeper than Nino. Oh.
Exactly. But yeah, man, I did like I said, it's gonna, like I said, they're showing that Terry Font, the bad guy era here is showing me a lot right now, these first couple seasons, and I'm ready for it. Let's get a couple comments on this right quick. The Marvin Johnson here said Desmond is a plug-and-play quarterback, but can take time to learn behind Mariota. And Mike brought a good point up about this too earlier, off camera. Nobody said Mariota was the guaranteed QB1 for this season. They said Desmond Ritter broke down this whole Falcons offense during the interview.
Yeah. And I said it earlier too, and like we're under the impression that, well, I'll say this: just because you got more experience doesn't necessarily give you the. I mean, we saw this past year. I mean, if anything, a lot of these quarterbacks, they got more experience, but they play like crap. And a lot of these young quarterbacks got playing time a lot quicker than where they were supposed to. I mean, you saw Trey Lance here and there. Didn't play a lot, but it was important. Jimmy G was absolute trash, and then he kind of, found his rhythm. But like, it's not a foregone conclusion that Marcus Mariota is going to be the starter and he's going to be consistent, because he's only been he's only had one big year, to be honest, one good year where he was like, all right, you belong in the NFL. 1 year.
You will.
Go ahead.
Right. I will say Hucklebutt said, with this speed and ability to cover, can Deion play safety? If you actually pay attention to how they use Deion Jones, how they've been using Deion Jones, he essentially has been playing as a safety this whole entire time.
Oh, yeah. That's why
in a way.
Yeah.
Right. Right. That's what Deion is.
If you look at how the Falcons, and I wish I had a steal, but if you look at how the Falcons defense, they like to play what is called a shell. Like Dean Pease, like he used to have, sometimes the corners are below, sometimes the corners are parallel, and most of the guys are parallel, but you got those corners, and you got a linebackers a lot like Debo. He'll be the guy that goes deep. He'll take the deep, and then the safeties will come down and play the middle. He likes to switch those, so you never know who's the deep guy, and that's why a lot of teams. That's why the Falcons didn't give up a lot of deep passes, because from play to play, you would never know who's the deep guy. He always switches the deep guy. So if you're going to play that type of defense, you got to have guys like Troy Anderson who can run. You got to have Deion Jones, Foyer, Cool, so those guys can actually get the spot. So you're absolutely right. They've been playing them in, kind of like a safety.
Yeah, so essentially, it for a lot of people that may not have understood, I know a lot of y'all may understood what Mike said, but for those that don't understood, essentially it's kind of an offshoot version of the Tampa 2. Tampa 2 linebacker. That's exactly what he is. Closing speed is very important, people. You got to be able to close in on these plays. And that's what him and Foyer did very well last year. See, the problem that we have with a lot of people talking about Deion's trash. No, Deion is not trash. Instead of saying Foyer had the better season, or Foyer may have gotten most of the plays, people are saying Deion doesn't fit the system. Deion sucks. Deion's trash. I'm like, no. This guy just made a little bit more plays than Deion. So at the end of the day, he's very much an important piece of this defense. Then, like you said, with the additions of D'Angelo Malone, Troy Anderson, Arnold Ibikide, like I said, Ogundeji getting a chance to play, Lorenzo Carter. Like when you add these guys into the fold, it can only make it better. So if you pay attention to the Falcons defense, it's essentially has been a 3-3-5 this whole time by the way they use Dion.
Yeah. That's why it's difficult to throw on those guys when you got a linebacker who can run like that. That's why Derrick Brooks and Sheldon Qualls are so difficult to manage, because all their linebackers can get the spot. Cato Jones, they can get to certain spots to fill that spot quickly. That's why speed is in the NFL. It's like you can't tell me that guys are small and he sucks because he's small. I mean, to be honest, Brian Urlacher was too small to play linebacker. Coming into it, coming into it, he was small. They actually had him like rated as a safety coming in, and then he moved. He gained weight, and he's been playing out. But yeah, his skill set is more so of a safety. But that's good to a lot of defensive coordinators, because you can get those guys in certain spots.
Right. And then I like this question here. Was it what linebackers do you think will start week 1 of the regular season based off what you see today? And we're gonna make this one kind of quick because I really want to talk about the very last thing we're gonna talk about. But it's like I said, if they keep Dion, I definitely see the linebackers as the starting linebackers as being Deion Jones, Rashaan Evans in the middle, and then the outside I can see Lorenzo Carter, and I think they might throw Ogundeji to start on opposite him. And like you said, well, but what it is it's not going to be, and like you said, that's just for week 1. Now it's going to depend on how fast Ibikide and D'Angelo Malone picks it up. They're going to be the spot. They're going to be the spot rushers for right now.
I mean, you gotta be honest with yourself, because like Dean P is one of those guys. If you don't pick up his defense, he's not gonna play it. He did that last year with Richie Grant. He didn't let Richie Grant play until like the 5th or 6th game, like actually start and play significant snaps. He made those guys grind and prove that they. Like Darren Hall also, like he had to prove that he could, understand his defense. He not gonna just all right. We got Kowalski, whatever his name is. Let's get rid of Dion. Well, you don't know if these guys gonna pick up the defense now. If for whatever reason, like I said, the only way that I see that happening, the Falcons have something up their sleeve. Talking about bringing in another guy. I'm making a move that they feel like it's going to take them to another add to the defensive line, because there's still a hole at defensive tackle. If you want to talk about like guys who are proven, Marlon Davis is improving. Anthony Rush is improving. So there's still some guys, like you can still make some additions there. So that's the only way that I would see that a Debo will be moved. If they talking about bringing somebody, like you don't take a Pro Bowl away from your defense, not add anybody. That just makes no sense.
Right. But let's go ahead and get into the final topic of the night. Y'all didn't know we had this many topics tonight, did you? But we got one more topic that we got to come with it with. And let's go ahead and put it up right now. The Atlanta Falcons schedule for 2022. As you already see, preseason games are the Detroit Lions, the New York Jets, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. God damn it. Why does it seem like we play Jacksonville every damn preseason?
Every freaking pick, yeah. I guess it's because it's they don't want to do a lot of traveling. And then it's easier to go to New York and Detroit and Jacksonville.
Right. But here's what everybody's talking about right now. Let's look at the first 5 games. You want the first 5 games? No, we're going to do the first 6 games. You starting off with the Saints. Then you go into the Rams, Seahawks, Browns, Tampa Bay, and the 49ers.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Like I said, the Falcons ain't got it easy this year. But you know what? That's how I want it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to bring a whole lot out of these players and what this team can be made of. They got a Thursday night football game against Carolina in week 10. They got a CBS game against the Browns and the Steelers, and a Saturday game against Baltimore. What is the one thing, and looking at this whole schedule, what is the one theme about this whole schedule do you see?
That I see?
Because I say for me, I see a lot of defense.
Yeah, the Rams, the Saints, Browns, Seahawks, defense is okay. Tampa is okay.
Bucks.
San Francisco, Bucks got a good defense. Niners got a good defense. The Bengals are they can be tough at times.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina got a pretty good tough defense.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers, of course. The Bears. I don't know because they don't have. Yeah, they're gonna be. Yeah, that's gonna be a different team. Washington is a good defense. Pittsburgh, we know that's a good defense. Baltimore, you know they're always good. Don't know what Arizona will be, but that's a lot of defense.
There's a lot of defense that we're going against this year. So if you look at essentially how they drafted this year, if you paid attention how the Falcons drafted this year, they knew they was going against a lot of good defense, and these are going to be some smash mouth games they're going to be dealing with. So you're going to get some smash mouth players. Just think about who we drafted and look at that schedule, and you see why. We got the Stanks week 1. We got the Stanks week 1. Which is very interesting because I never thought we'd be playing the Saints the very first game of the year. But the NFL is trying to damn capitalize.
They try to make as much money they can fast as they possibly can.
Like, let's throw all the rivals the very first week. We trying to get paid.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this about the Saints. Well, they can be out of it real quick if they don't come out blazing offensively. Like, they could literally be out of the playoffs if they end up losing those first 3 games of rivalries.
Mm-hmm.
That stretch because they got back divisional games.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be tough. And I don't think that offense is gonna be the same without Peyton.
Hold on, let me see some. So we got home games against Cleveland, Chicago. I wonder how many quote people from Atlanta gonna be cheering for Cleveland and Chicago in them games. We already know that Justin Fields, the Georgia
Oh,
Justin Fields
boy.
jersey is gonna be in full effect. And all the bootleg Deshaun Watson jerseys everybody created and failed miserably on. You're gonna see a whole bunch of Atlanta Falcons Deshaun Watson jerseys in that game. What you think about that, Mike? What do you say about that? And as we wait for Mike, I'm about to say Mikey muted. Oh, there you go. Okay.
There's gonna be a lot of defense. So we're gonna have to be careful with the ball. And this is where I said earlier today in our chats, like it doesn't matter who is the quarterback. The quarterback that doesn't make mistakes is who Arthur is going to go with, because he has one on play caller. The way he calls plays is just to keep the clock and the ball moving. He likes to run the ball, get the first down, get closer to the first down so he can, make it easier for his quarterback so he doesn't have to necessarily put a lot of pressure on him. So the quarterback is going to be the quarterback competition for me. It's going to be the guy who doesn't make a lot of mistakes. That's if Marcus Mariota come in and he's fumbling the ball and he's not, he's throwing a lot of interceptions. We can see Desmond Riddle a lot faster than what we expected. But it comes down to his ability, because we know, Arthur doesn't play that. When Quadri fumbled the ball, Mike Davis fumbled the ball, like he put Cordero.
You at the dog. You at the dog house, boy.
Bro, he do not play the mistake. So I like, especially if the defense is a lot better, we could win a lot of games just on that, because his play calling, and I made a video on that too about his play calling, and I was saying that whether or not he is he should be more aggressive. I don't think he should, because if you execute, you don't have to worry about being aggressive, because you're getting yards. Even if it's 5 yards here, 5 yards there, you consistently getting first downs. Like, coverage is going to naturally go towards the line of scrimmage. If you're getting 5 yards here, they're going to start playing them, they're going to start blitzing. You get 5 yards here, they're going to start playing a lot of zone, and then from zone, you got guys like Zacchaeus who can, burn a hole off. He can get deep, and you got Bird. He's another fast guy. We already know what Kyle Pitts is. So, like, this offense can be a lot better than what people expect, because it's a I wouldn't even say it's ball control. It's a balanced attack. Mm-hmm. It's a balanced attack. He try to get 4 to 5 yards on that first play. That's what he's trying to do. So it keep the clock running. Keep the clock running, and would be good. But
this comment.
Defense.
I like this comment. Ugly football is sexy, baby.
Oh yeah.
And hold on, I want y'all to clip this. I want anybody, if y'all want to, y'all can clip this part. When I say this, hold on. Psst. I know people say we don't have a Derrick Henry, right?
Oh.
Guess what? Tennessee Titans had at least 3 games where they ran for over 153, about 4 games where they ran over 100 yards without Derrick Henry, and was the number 1 seed in the AFC last year. You don't always need a Derrick Henry, y'all. You just need running backs that's willing to be physical.
Yep.
So, which comes back to running the damn ball. So, Look, here you go. Tim said, "Bit boy, grown man football with this schedule. Trenches important every year, but definitely most important this year." So, hey man, let's go ahead and get some more of these questions here. We're gonna do these last like 7, 8 minutes of Q&A here. I saw a question earlier. I wanted to answer this question here. And Marlon said, "How important are the Falcons preseason games going to be as far as how the team functions with this new draft class?" I think he kind of learned this lesson last year as far as how he handled the preseason. I think you're going to see a lot more of it. It's going to be very important. Like I said, when you have a young draft class like that, when you have young players, you want to get them in the preseason as much as possible because preseason is not really so much more of it's more so of trying to acclimate what you learn in OTAs and training camp and putting them on field in field situations and doing it as much as possible. And that's kind of where the Falcons kind of struggled at the beginning of last year as far as that Philadelphia game. The Philadelphia game showed you that, yeah, these motherfuckers need some preseason seasoning going on because that looked absolutely horrible.
They look bad.
That Philadelphia game, that first game of the year against Philadelphia was essentially a preseason game up here.
Oh, yeah.
So I think he learned that lesson. He ain't going down that road again. You want to chime in on that, Mike? How you feel about that?
I think it's important for the quarterbacks, honestly. Talk about Felipe and Desmond. Those guys, like, we'll really see what Desmond can do. And it's the small things that's going to be important. Him, just taking what he's given. Not try to be a superstar. Just not make mistakes and take what you're given. Like, that's what I'm going to be focused on. Because we got quarterbacks that, these guys all, like, they come in, throwing 3 touchdowns and 200 and some yards in preseason, and then you label him a GOAT, a la Justin Fields. Okay? So, I'm looking for the plays that he just doesn't make that I'm focused on. The small, intricate details of football that we always talk about.
Right.
Also the DBs. The DBs, the safeties, the young safeties. I'm definitely gonna be focused on them.
I won't be focused. Yeah, you're right on that. Noah said last year's week 1 was unseasoned chicken for us. It damn sure was, boy. It's like somebody saying I'm finna barbecue and the only thing they put on there is some salt and pepper and that's it. Like, bro, ain't no way in hell I'm finna be eating some barbecue with just some salt and pepper. Fuck up out of here. But Southside here, he said something about wait a minute, where was it? He said, do you see us targeting Carter in the first round? I guess this upcoming next draft.
Bro, let's get through this. I don't do that. Let's
get through this I'm about to say I don't know. Like I said, we got to see what we got because
we might have a superstar in Malone or AK. So like
he talking about. Hell, you don't know. Tim Horn might be that goddamn guy we're looking for. Because if y'all pay attention to Tim Horn, and I'm gonna give you some K Styles homework tonight. God damn it, man. Why am I giving? I'm giving people homework every show. Ain't this about a bitch?
Hey, you got the professor and the teacher. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna give y'all some homework. I want y'all to go and look at Timothy Horn. Go look at how he plays. Look at the style at which he plays with at Kansas State. A lot of people were disappointed we didn't get Travis Jones. This guy plays exactly like Travis Jones. And you got him literally for nothing. So you could potentially have a diamond in the rough with a guy like a Timmy Horn.
You know what? I might have seen this guy play, and because I accidentally go over guys all the time, and then I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me say this, okay? Because this is the thing that really pisses me off.
What doesn't piss you off?
This really pisses because I started scouting. Okay, I really started scouting. It really pisses me off. All right, the hell with you, K-Style too. That was funny ass comment.
The hell with your ass too. Nope.
Oh, shit. I'm mad, Mike. Goddamn it! How about that? But
be like look, be like you been from Baby Boy. It's like, where you been since yesterday?
Oh boy! Oh man! Oh,
that shit used to make me laugh so much every time she used to say that. Go ahead, Mike. What you gonna say?
But we gotta stop looking. This is why we missed the Tom Brady. This is why we missed the Grady Jarrett. This is why we missed the 4-year Olacos. We missed the Brett Grimes because we so focused on them, their ability to do a wide range of things. So if that guy is just a run stopper, it's like, yeah, he done. Like he ain't worth the first round pick because he only does that one thing. This is one of the main reasons why I thought Jordan Davis was a first rounder. But go ahead.
What did Bruce Lee always say? Well,
you gonna bring the
What did Bruce Lee always say?
Bruce Lee said a lot of stuff. He had a lot of
look, a man can learn 10,000 kicks and practice each of them once. But a guy that knows one kick and practices one kick 10,000 times is more dangerous. Go ahead, Mike. I just want to throw that up.
But that's what irritates me because we look at guys like at Damakisu, we look at guys like Chase Young and all those guys. They can do they good power, they got good speed rush, and then we like, yeah, Grady Jarrett, he's only a 3-tech. It's like, if he's great at that one thing, like, shouldn't that be something? This is how Tom Brady was passed on. This is how Drew Brees, a lot of those guys were based up because y'all always saw that he wasn't a deep ball thrower. And then Drew Brees, what did he do? He practiced and mastered the art of getting the ball out quick and throw those short intermediate routes. That's it. Michael Jordan wasn't a 3-point shooter. He wasn't a point guard. He wasn't a point forward like Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was probably one of my favorite players because he could do everything. Anything you ask Scottie Pippen to do, he could do it. Right. You gotta so when I see people say, well, he's not that good because he can't get off. Like he's not one of those guys that can get off the snap quick. Well, that doesn't matter. If he's a power guy, it doesn't matter. Why? Because you got a Grady Jarrett next to him. Grady Jarrett he goes solve all those issues. This is why you got a guy like Khalil Mack, or Von Miller. These guys so quick off the snap, it makes everybody else better. But you gotta if you can see that one thing, and I'm about to throw something at you too, K-Styles. You remember this guy? He was a running back for the New England Patriots. Kevin Falk. All this motherfucker did was one thing. And what was that, K-Style?
Catch the ball out the backfield.
And he drove motherfuckers crazy. He drove motherfuckers crazy. I can say another one. Darren Sproles. The same thing. All he did was one thing well. Catch the ball out of the backfield. And he will drive you insane.
I'll give you another one. And Falcon fans hate this one. James White.
Yep, James White. You master
Bruce Lee
that
also
one
said,
thing. You master that one thing. You can be a quality player. That's why Tyler Davidson, that's why he made it into the NFL. He mastered that one thing. I mean, he wasn't great at it, but like it ended up getting him, paid.
Right.
He mastered that one thing. Anton Smith, that's another thing. So we got to stop trying to put guys, like you got to have 3 and 4 good skill qualities.
Yeah, and the professor here, Noah, said Bruce Lee also said something like never clench your fist until point of contact. Yep. And he had another one. Be water, my friend. Be water,
my friend. With that smirk
you
on
must
his face.
always adapt. Exactly. You must always adapt. That's what water does. Water does nothing but adapt.
To anything. Yep.
And the thing about it is, it's such a free-flowing element, it literally can destroy land. But it's essential for human beings because we are made of 75% of what?
Water. Be water, my friends.
Exactly.
Yeah, we watched a little bit.
I had that, bro. No, because I remember. Hold on, I'm gonna use this as an example, man. As everybody knows, I watch kung fu movies. I'm a kung fu movie fanatic. Hence the first word that we use for today's show. I'm a kung fu movie fanatic.
Oh yeah.
There's a particular movie called Iron Monkey. I don't know if y'all know this. It's called Iron Monkey. And the monk told the students, he asked the students, okay, we have these styles that you want to learn. Some of the students said they wanted to learn multiple styles, but he specifically said you could learn as many styles as you want, but you're never going to master them. You learn one style and master it. You are a very dangerous foe.
Yeah. Boy, we take
this is why
memory lane, boy. Good gosh.
look, this is why Croy Beerman wasn't shit for that long here. He mastered nothing. He didn't have a specific role. He did everything, but he didn't have a specific role. You didn't know where to put him at. This is why Isaiah Simmons kind of looked like a pick for the Cardinals, because he's not a master of anything. He has a wide variety of things to do, but he masters nothing.
Boy, sometimes about to make me go back and watch Iron Fist. Now I want to watch Bruce Lee.
Man, I told you, for a lot of those that are into books and stuff like that. Hold on, let me pull out my Audible app so I can let y'all know what type of book that I got. Cause I always get the name wrong. Go if you like books or Audible or anything like that. There's a book called The Warrior Within. It is a Bruce Lee book of quotes.
I haven't read that. Damn. I'm about to sleep, man.
Hold on. The professor Campbell know. He said, "What would you want Troy Anderson to master?" I think he already masters one thing right now, and that's attacking downhill. So the main thing is to keep his aggression. That, like I said, that is what he has. See, like I said, by keeping that style with him, only thing he just got to know is like the angles and nuances of the position, and he would definitely be a very effective linebacker for us. He can be that heir apparent to Deion Jones. 48 laws of power. Oh shit! I read.
That's
I
another
literally
one.
read.
I read that all the time, bro.
I literally read. I literally read that at least twice a month, or in my case, listen to it twice a month.
Right. I mean, you can find that on YouTube. It's ain't no excuse for that. Like, a lot of stuff is on YouTube. You can listen to it if you don't like to, spend a lot of time with the actual books.
Right. And I'm gonna give y'all another freebie here. Just because I'm so kind and so nice. And
he's like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all Negroes read?
Is it? Wait a minute. They trying to get us to read and shit. But this is one that, like, if y'all are doing it, I'm gonna give y'all one to read as well. That is very, very good. It is very important for a lot of us because a lot of people deal with a lot of baggage and a lot of mental stuff, and they trying to change their lives and try to start over. It's a book called. Hold on, I'm trying to get it because he got 2 books and I read both of them. The author name is Fumio Sasaki. It's called Goodbye Things. About the art of minimalism, the art of the minimalist. Oh yeah, I read Sun Tzu's Art of War too. So yeah. Noah said, "Are you sure you're not the professor?" No, I'm not a professor. You can call me the teacher's assistant. That's what I am. I'm the help around here. This is why I'm the 6th man. You are the professor. I don't come off as a professor. A wise man is the man who knows his limitations. Bam. And we're going to end the show on that note right there. Hello, Mike, you muted. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna end the show. We're gonna end the show on that quote because that's a damn good quote. The wise man is the man who knows his limitations.
Oh, trust me, I know mine.
Because if you think you know everything, then you're not willing to learn anything. But if you know you don't know everything, you're willing to learn anything.
Oh yeah.
Trent's statement said, "Go listen or read a book called Think Again." I'm gonna look that up because I know right now I'm listening to yeah, Think Again.
I got Amazon Kindle, so
I gotta go back and read my Qigong Tai Chi book so I can get my meditation game back on point. So I can get my that why you see the bees coming back out. Hey look, Mucho Grunt said you can be the professor, but you 6 man, you well rounded. That's why you are the 6th man. You gotta learn how to fit in. You gotta know how to fit in, where to be in at. So we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Hold on, man. Y'all keep bringing these quotes up, man. I gotta be reading these quotes.
Hey man, look, I told y'all, bro. You never know what you gonna get on this show. This is why y'all need to subscribe, bro. We can educate. We can make it laugh. We can make it cry. We can make it smile.
Look. He said, "The man who knows everything knows nothing."
Nothing. Yep.
Oh man, Vlad, appreciate it. I know this is a good damn show. So we definitely gonna end it off tonight on a good note. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, 6-man K Styles on the road to 1K. I definitely appreciate everybody who subscribed.
Somebody said congratulations yesterday. Oh, well, not today, tonight. on the 7K. I appreciate. I don't know. I forgot who it was, but
it was Let's Get It, GA. You know, that's one of our main. That's one of our main supporters.
All right, yeah, appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, and Recondo, everybody, Recondo, he's going up the charts right now as far as he's catching steam right now. So we, like I said, we show congratulations to everybody who watches, everybody who's a content creator who's coming up. Like I said, we definitely appreciate y'all, and we want to show all of y'all love here because at the end of the day, everybody can eat in these spaces.
Oh yeah.
But in order for you to eat right, you got to know how to show respect to everybody else.
Absolutely.
So Mike is on his way to 10K over here as well. He hit 7K. The next goal is 8. And we're going to give y'all our final thoughts. We got about 5 more minutes for final thoughts. Go ahead, Mike. What you got for him?
I was listening to a Joel Osteen. I like to listen to everybody. I listen to some of everybody. Like whether you're not Christian, I listen to a lot of Buddhists. I listen to a lot of Islamic messages. I like to listen to anything that I can learn anything from. Like I'm a spiritual guy. And one of the things that I'm on now is just not being afraid of stepping out. Step out of your comfort zone. Stop being afraid. Stop saying to yourself that you have no talents. Stop making excuses. If you want to become a manager, have your own business, well, it starts right up here. It starts right here. It starts up here, and then it comes out. Whatever you say becomes that. I told myself that I was going to get the 10K. I told myself that I was going to get 5. I actually had 3. I had 3 goals. The first one was to get monetized. The second one was to have 5,000, and the third one was 10K. I've already accomplished 2 of those goals. So if you say it, if you fucking do it, all right, do it. Stop saying to yourself, I'm going to get started tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. If you keep saying you do it tomorrow going to turn into 15 years. Get the fuck out of your comfort zone. And I'm saying this as harshly as I possibly can because a lot of people stuck because they hear from their family, friends, oh, you ain't got no talent. I don't know why you doing that type of stuff. Oh, they say I cuss too much. Ain't nobody gonna listen to me. All you do is curse. And here we go. Get out of your comfort zone and step out. K-Star hit a home run his first show. He didn't even realize he had it. I saw it, but it took K-Styles a long time to step out of that comfort zone. This boy, I'm telling you, my brother, this dude does not like being around people like that. he like to be in his zone. So I'm telling you right now, for somebody who I've seen, it took me, Miss Maggie, and we say this over and over again. All right. Maggie and I saw it in him, but Kevin decided he was going to do it. And here he go, almost at 1K. And goddamn it, I know I need to take some medicine. All right, I'm drunk as hell right now. Y'all should be appreciative that I'm on this fucking show right now. Okay, goddamn it. But yeah, man, get out of your comfort zone, bro. Y'all, like for real. It get out of your comfort zone. Whatever you feel like you need, you want, go get it. Was that big booty hoe? I mean, damn, my bad.
All right, it's the end of the show, man. We don't give a damn. It's the end of the show.
Yeah, but if it's that big booty hole you want to go after, bro. She can't do that but say yes or no. That's it. Give the two options, yes or no. I mean, 3. You can say maybe. She may say 1, yes, no, maybe. That's it. I don't think too many people are trying to kill you if you ask them out. All right, so just do it, bro. Like Nike say, just freaking do it.
Hey, man. At the end of the day, you only got one life to live, man. Fuck it. Hey. Hey, like I said, you don't think about the failure. You think about what you can do, where it can take you. I'm gonna leave my final thoughts like this. Man. When we say Friday Night Madness is the platform for you to come and voice your opinions, we mean that shit. We always say, come and speak your piece. It's always on the ticker every Friday night. Come speak your piece. My issue is, don't be going around here trying to throw subliminals in here just because your ass is insecure about your own talking points. Don't think we ain't seen what the hell some of these folks be talking about. A hit dog will holler. That doesn't mean somebody's going to come out there and help them. So if you have a disagreement on anything we've said, even if not, that's not the case. Even if you're a fan of the Falcons or you may be a fan of another team, we always say, do not be afraid to come on the platform, speak your piece. Because at the end of the day, a lot of fans do not get their voices heard out here as far as what they expect or what they like from a team. Whether it be positive, whether it be negative, whether it be neutral. My only thing is do not be out here throwing subliminals at folks and then act like you don't watch the goddamn show, and then we find out you do watch the show, and then you come up with whole motherfucking topic trying to throw shots at people. The game don't work like that, bro. You may be used to hearing Mike saying this, but you getting this from me. And these folk know who I'm talking about too. That's it. That's just me looking. That's just me. What street prophets here? We here for the smoke. We here for we want smoke.
Come holler at me. I'm confident in myself. Mm-hmm. I can sit down with anybody.
I just ask questions. Y'all know me. I just ask questions. And if you say something stupid, I'm gonna let you hang your damn self.
Bro, we ain't. Look, y'all, everybody think we a damn boogeyman or something, bro. Like we just out here trying to punk everybody, bro. Look. If you scared, that's your motherfucking problem. Okay, that's your problem.
Hey, look. Every fan base needs a bad guy. Every fan base needs a boogeyman. This is what Atlanta Falcon Nation is. This is what the Unholy Alliance is. We are the bad guys now, and I proudly Take that. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for Friday Night Madness. We're going to open up the lines tomorrow so y'all can come in and speak your piece. You can talk about how y'all feel about the schedule, how you feel like how this team need to approach this preseason. And we can't wait to see y'all. Like I said, y'all continue to support, subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. So until tomorrow night, we ain't here to play.
Oh, no.
We here to stay.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got to go home.
Hell no. But you got to get the hell up out of here.
Deuces.